UPN 9 News Weekend with Cora and Mihalik, Mike Gilliam, Dr. Frank Fields Weather, and Sports Team 9 with Russ Salzberg. This is UPN 9 News Weekend.
Tonight, laughing their way to court, a group of young girls face serious charges. Good evening, everybody. It's a brutal, unthinkable crime.
A group of young girls is charged with beating a counselor from their school for troubled teens, sending the woman to the hospital and in very bad shape. But what may be the most shocking part of this crime? The reaction from those young girls. Joanne Pileggi joins us now with more. Joanne?
Mike, people who are hearing about this savage attack are calling it unconscionable that students at the school could possibly act out in such a vicious way. Tonight, the counselor is in serious condition and the teens are charged with very serious crimes.
Dressed in prison jumpsuits, these 6 teenage girls laugh as they are led to court last night in Mount Pleasant, Westchester County. They've been charged with the brutal beating and torture of their counselor at the Pleasantville Cottage School.
We certainly agree with any prosecution to the fullest extent of the law. This is an open setting. We don't tolerate that type of behavior here.
Police say the 32-year-old counselor was attacked by 8 girls at the school for emotionally troubled teens.
Our investigation revealed that it was, in fact, a very serious assault. Beat her, doused her head with alcohol, set it on fire, and ultimately doused her head with chlorine bleach.
The girls also allegedly kicked the counselor down 2 flights of steps, hit her with a phone, and cut her hair.
I think it's a damn shame.
This taxi driver brings students in and out of the 175-acre campus in Pleasantville.
Some are real nice and some are real rough. You know, it goes both ways. Some are real nice kids, and it seems like they go home on a Friday and they're nice, and they come back on a Sunday and they're not so nice.
While school officials are calling this an aberration, an unusual but unfortunate incident, it's not the first time police have been called here. Back in 1994, a 13-year-old resident was charged with killing a 12-year-old resident here on campus.
I'm shocked and appalled, and I'm concerned about the safety, obviously, of the kids who live there and the adults who help them.
Carolyn Ramsey lives across the street from the school. She says she's never had any trouble with the 300 students who attend the facility for boys and girls with behavioral and emotional problems.
Hearing about something like this that happened yesterday, I can't imagine anything that a counselor would do that would cause children to react in that way.
2 of the 8 girls allegedly involved got away. All of the teens who were caught have been charged with attempted murder, though 2 of them, both 16 years old, could be tried as adults. The case is still under investigation. The counselor is in critical but stable condition. Cora?
Thank you very much, Joanne. And tonight, a deadline for victims of September 11 seeking financial assistance. One of the many centers offering help will stop seeing new people later this month. Frank Cipolla explains.
Workers at the Disaster Assistance Service Center in Lower Manhattan were helping out again today.
Food, clothing, transportation, cell phone.
This afternoon, the assistance also came with a heads up. As of February 22nd, the Red Cross, Safe Horizon, and the Salvation Army will no longer be scheduling appointments with disaster victims.
If people have not seen it on the media, or if there is a language barrier, or they are embarrassed to come and get aid, that they do come and receive the aid that they are eligible for.
Once the interviews are completed, all 3 groups will scale back and eventually shut down their September 11th operations.
There are far fewer tables in this processing center outside 141 Worth Street, but looks can be deceiving. At least one caseworker told me the number of people coming in for help has actually increased in the last couple of weeks, and not all of those claims are legitimate.
In fact, earlier this week, reports surfaced limousine drivers with accounts at the World Trade Center were walking away with checks of $5,000 to $10,000 even as they continued to work. One caseworker repeated those claims to UPN 9 News again today, saying others have also applied for money even though they are not eligible. Lieber Byers of Safe Horizon is concerned about those who need help.
I'm really worried about so many of those clients who have yet to be seen, and also so many, particularly so many undocumented clients who don't have documentation to work in this country, who are still needing to come for assistance.
Despite the deadline, the Red Cross says it will continue to hand out checks beyond February 22nd, just not interview any new clients. And officials assure those who missed the deadline that there is still help out there.
They're not left hanging. It's not like there's a whole bunch and then there's nothing, because there are wonderful community agencies here in New York City.
In Manhattan, Frank Cipolla, UPN 9 News.
Mayor Bloomberg was on hand for one of 2 funeral services today for firefighters killed on September 11th. He attended services for Lieutenant Kevin Pfeiffer of Manhattan's Engine Company 33. It was the first funeral service Bloomberg has attended since he was sworn in as mayor. Also laid to rest today, John Tierney of Ladder Company 9. Mayor Bloomberg had been under fire for missing other funerals.
Tonight, 1 man is dead, 3 others injured after fire rips through a factory in Brooklyn. Fire officials say when they arrived on the scene, 1 man was already dead, 3 others taken to the hospital with serious burns. Fire broke out in the back of that building, the cause under investigation. The man killed is believed to be homeless.
Protests tonight over the eviction of a blind woman from her Brooklyn apartment. They marched and sang outside Bergen Tile, a business demonstrators say is run by an unfair landlord. They say he's evicting the woman from her upstairs apartment so he can renovate it and triple the rent. Demonstrators wore Valentine's Day costumes, asking the landlord to have a heart.
Funeral services held today in Newark for 2 little girls. Both died earlier this week in a fire nightmare. Their father left them home alone to run an errand. And while he was gone, flames destroyed their building. Cynthia Guaba has the latest.
We know that the girls are not there. They're with the Lord Jesus Christ.
Joseph Martinez, the girl's father, helped carry the 2 small white coffins to waiting hearses. 8-year-old Tasha and 6-year-old Destiny died in a fire Monday. Martinez left the 2 little girls alone in their Newark apartment. He went to drive the babysitter home to Brooklyn. Police have charged Martinez with 2 counts of child endangerment, but released him on bail so he could attend today's funeral.
He was very relieved. I think it was a blessing we were all praying for him and for his relief so he can come.
Also attending the funeral, Martinez's ex-wife and mother of the 2 girls. While she had little to say, family members had a lot to say in support of Martinez.
We support him greatly because, you know, this is a tragedy that happened, and it could have happened to anybody.
He did one mistake, one simple mistake, and everybody's already judging him and pointing fingers. He's a good father.
Even Newark Mayor Sharp James, who attended the funeral, supports Martinez.
He loved his daughters. He cared for them. A single father trying to raise 2 girls. He's a hero in my eyes.
Residents in the building had complained that the boiler was not working, and they have been forced to use space heaters to stay warm. Investigators arrested the building landlord and charged him with failing to provide heat and for failing to fix the boiler.
Home alone is a problem. Rental property is a problem, and all of those issues come to light.
Meanwhile, Martinez now has to wait for his day in court. Cynthia Guaba, UPN 9 News.
New procedures are in effect for the FDNY. Firefighters and EMS workers must now fill out paperwork if a baby is abandoned on their doorstep. Under the state safe haven law, they used to simply pass the child off to Children's Services, but from now on, they must leave a paper trail.
We never had to do that in the past. When we had a suspected child abuse case, we would report it to the nurse in the emergency room or the police department, and then in turn, they were mandated to do the reporting.
Timothy says workers have 48 hours to fill out the paperwork.
A 9th case of West Nile has been diagnosed in a New Jersey man. The victim's wife contracted that virus last fall, and now he has it. State health officials have not identified the 41-year-old Camden County man. Officials say it's the first time they've heard of family members possibly passing that virus.
The last time there was a beetle invasion, it was a good thing. But the Asian longhorn beetle isn't giving us anything to sing about. They make mulch out of trees, and now they've turned up in Central Park. That's where Jim Gately is now live with the latest. Jim?
Well, Mike, Central Park without trees, it's almost impossible to imagine. But so far, this beetle has killed more than 3,500 trees across the city. And the mayor said today it could get a lot worse.
This is a serious thing to parks. You could potentially lose your parks over this.
This is the tree-killing insect, the Asian longhorn beetle. Shiny and black with white spots, it's only about an inch long, but to trees, it's deadly. Here's the real problem. There is no way to cure the tree once the Asian beetle is inside. So once the tree is infected, it must be cut down. So far, this beetle has killed more than 3,500 trees in the city. First spotted in Greenpoint, Brooklyn in '96. 2006. It has since spread to Queens, then to Manhattan, but never before to Central Park. Now, 2 maple trees are infected in the Hallett Nature Sanctuary near 5th Avenue in Central Park South. But half of the park's 26,000 trees are now threatened.
The beetle knows no bounds and has no natural enemies, and it now threatens some of the most magnificent living green treasures in New York City.
Even on this gray February day, people were out enjoying themselves in Central Park. But without the trees, they say, it just would not be the same.
It's beautiful. But without the trees, it's not the park.
That's a part of the beauty of the park. That's Central Park, the trees.
The slow death of the trees begins with the pregnant female beetle burrowing through the bark. The larva then hatches and burrows further into the tree, getting bigger as it goes, and eventually creating a tunnel almost as big as a quarter inside the tree. The tunnels interrupt the tree's natural feeding system, and eventually it rots and dies.
Now, there is one pesticide which can be injected into the trees, diseased trees that is, but it doesn't save the tree, but it helps kill the beetle, which prevents it, obviously, from going on to other trees. We're live in Central Park. This is Jim Gately, UPN 9 News. Mike, Cora, Ann, back to you.
Thanks very much, Jim. And time now for New York's most comprehensive first weather.
Here's Dr. Frank Field.
And it was a bright sunny day and seasonably cool. Right now, the temperature is 39. Relative humidity is 70%. Humidity is going up. The winds have been coming in off the ocean, and we are expecting a decided change in our weather. Here we see that readings around the area are still at seasonal levels and even a little above. The coolest spot is up in Kingston, New York. What we have now is a storm system that has developed over the Midwest. This has brought blizzard conditions there. Nothing like that to affect us. It is moving slowly northeastward. At the same time, a low will move up the coast, and that means for us increasing clouds and some rain developing sometime tomorrow. So our forecast for tonight: clear skies, rather pleasant. Temperatures generally in the mid to upper 30s for tomorrow. Start out with some sunshine during the morning hours. By noon, we'll be getting up to 46, so milder weather is moving in, but along with that rain, I'll have details coming up. Back to you, Mike and Coran.
Thanks, Frank. We're back in 60 seconds. Up next, tragedy strikes the royal family once again.
Then this is brain surgery. Find out why some local high school youngsters want a ringside seat.
Later, from wacky concept cars to others that actually feel your pain, some incredible cars are coming up.
But first, a look at the other stories coming up in our UPN 9 News Rundown.
More overall interior room than Jeep Grand Cherokee. More four-wheel drive maximum towing capacity than Ford Explorer V6. More horsepower than Toyota Sequoia. We gave the all-new Chevy Trailblazer a lot more. Except here. Now during Chevy Overdrive, lease a 2002 Trailblazer 4-wheel drive LS for as low as $369 a month. Residency restrictions apply. Call for important lease details. After driving one, everything else seems kind of weak. Trailblazer. See your local Chevy dealer.
Join the millions using Dexatrim Natural to lose weight. It's the dietary supplement that helps you eat less, while its dual-action metabolizer burns fat and gives you added energy. Dexatrim Natural. It's the natural way to lose weight.
Use an ordinary pain rub on your arthritis and everyone knows it. Use odor-free Aspercream instead and get clinically proven fast-acting pain relief no one knows about but you. Aspirin-free Aspercream. Fast pain relief no one knows about but you.
Great Britain has lost another princess.
Princess Margaret passed away in her sleep early this morning. She was the youngest sister of Queen Elizabeth and the first in a long line of royals to struggle with protocol and convention.
This is a terribly sad day for all my family, but particularly, of course, for the Queen, my mama, and my grandmother, the Queen Mother.
The royal family lost another one of its own. Flags are flying at half-staff over Buckingham Palace to honor 71-year-old Princess Margaret.
She will be remembered with a lot of affection. Before she was ill, in the last few years, she gave a great deal of service to the country.
Margaret will be remembered also as the glamorous and vibrant princess of the 1950s. She was the toast of the smart set, and at age 23, fell in love with a dashing member of the royal household, Peter Townsend, a divorcee. Marrying him would have meant signing away her royal privileges and responsibilities.
She felt bitter that she wasn't allowed to marry the man that she loved, but she wasn't prepared to give up being Princess Margaret.
Instead, she married photographer Anthony Armstrong Jones, who became Lord Snowden. They had 2 children, but led 2 separate lives.
She did party harder. There were stories of her drinking till late into the night and dancing with whatever handsome man would come along.
Lord Snowden and the princess divorced in 1978. In her later years, Princess Margaret lived a more quiet life, taking an interest in charities, but becoming increasingly unhealthy.
My darling aunt had such a dreadful time in the last few years with her awful illness, and she loved life and lived it to the full.
Palace sources say they expect to hold a semi-private funeral next week. A public memorial will be announced later.
Kidnapped Wall Street Journal reporter Daniel Pearl may be a free man soon. Police in Pakistan admit they do not know where the 38-year-old is, but they are confident that he's still alive. The kidnappers have reportedly gone underground since police started arresting their alleged accomplices. Pearl disappeared last month while working on a story about Islamic militants and shoe bomb suspect Richard Reed.
A man in Texas may be the first person infected with HIV through a blood transfusion since new testing procedures went into effect 3 years ago. The 51-year-old man had a transfusion during emergency heart surgery. Health officials are investigating. Experts insist that the U.S. blood supply is safe, saying your chances of being infected are about 1 in 2 million.
Your health news now. Emergencies can happen in an instant, whether it's a car accident or a heart attack. Experts say response time is crucial. Now foreign doctors are traveling to the U.S. to learn from the best. Dr. Frank Field explains.
Continue CPR.
It's a typical call for this emergency crew, but with some not so typical rescuers. Doctors from Vietnam here to observe the American way of treating patients. It's a 3-week visit that also includes classroom instruction and work in the ER. Although the 5 physicians from Hanoi are as well trained as their American counterparts, they have far fewer resources back home.
Vietnam is still a developing country, so the equipment and the transportation is not as good. It's hard for us to respond to emergencies as quickly.
In this country, ambulance crews respond on average in just 3 minutes to an emergency. With ambulances stationed at only one site, medical crews in Hanoi average 30 minutes response time. The slow response is something these doctors hope to change soon.
The main purpose of this exchange is to provide increased skills for these physicians in training for pre-hospital care, training of paramedics, training of nurses, training of other doctors.
These physicians say they're learning a lot about the American system, one that they say is largely based on teamwork.
Different teams of the different doctors always respond as one, no matter what the cases are. For any patient that comes into the ER, all of them would work together to stabilize the patient.
Next month, a team of American physicians and medics will travel to Hanoi. There, they will continue to educate doctors about how to set up an emergency care training systems in their country. Coran?
Thanks very much, Frank. And some New Jersey high school students are getting a real-life lesson in brain surgery. They're not performing it, but they are watching actual operations. They even get to ask questions. Most students say they don't get queasy by that procedure at all.
It's not as gory as I thought it was going to be. And like once you got into it, like what they were doing and listening to them, you just completely forgot all about the blood.
I could stand there and talk to them how wonderful it is to be a doctor or a nurse or a technician or anesthesiologist or perfusionist, whatever. But it's not the same when they're hearing it from a person who's experiencing it every day.
The program is called BrainWorks. It's offered at the Liberty Science Center. Ooh, those are tough youngsters, huh?